Good Tuesday morning to you, Shave Cadre. Handle Barber Dave here with Handle Barber Dave's Barbershop Shave at Home. As most of you know, the TSC anniversary brushes are making their ways if most people haven't got them, and here's mine again. We're going to do our shave today with this brush. I don't think I did a 360 with you guys last time. Beautiful brush, Eric. Wonderful job, wonderful job. Now, I was going to use all the stuff that came with the TSC anniversary package, but being OCD as I am, I had been looking for a green brush to go with this soap, and it matches perfectly. So today we're going to be using the Sorrentino anniversary brush, Pannacrema Nuavia Verde. This is probably their best scent in my opinion. Very summery, very good, very much a top tier soap, and it comes in a monstrous tub that will last you forever. We are going to be using, sticking with the green theme, we are going to be using the Brown Razor Works Ghost Jade 5/8. We will also be using Aqua Velva Sport, the green edition. And then for the EDT, we'll be using Aqua de Gio, and of course the Men in Shave Talk. So we've got kind of a green shave for today. So we'll go ahead and get started. The brush I can't speak enough on. It is fantastic. Now I've pre-bloomed and pre-cleaned this brush. The Annv Silver Tip is just fantastic. Now with the Pannacrema, basically I lather it the same way I do 90% of my other soaps, as well as SV. It's very close to that, and in fact, I would go out on a limb because, as you know, Sepaviccio Veracino does make soaps for other manufacturers under their own names. This stuff acts way too much like SV to not be. Now, I don't know if that's the case for sure, but it sure acts like it. And it's just bright, fresh, green. I don't have the notes of it off the top of my head, but it's just wonderful. And that was probably a 15-second load. And this is my third Annv Silver Tip. I've got 2 Annv Silver Tips in the Sorrentino brushes, and then 5 of the Sorrentino brushes that have synthetics. And of course, the Cashmere to me is the top of the rung when it comes to that. The proto lather on the Nuavia is fantastic. I mean, it's like I said, it's scarily similar to any of the SV products, but as I said, I can't say for sure whether they manufacture it. But this is again another Italian soap, and this Annv Silver Tip is set, I can't remember the height that Eric set it at, but it's perfect. It splays nice, but it still maintains some backbone. And there's a thread where 2 posts, KJ had been, I think it's about synthetic brushes, and KJ and I had been talking about it. And this is how I add the water to my brush, just a couple of drops. KJ and I have been going back and forth, and we both agree that when we're using the Cashmere synthetic, it's the best knot on the planet. But then we go back to the Badgers, and we're like, okay, that's the best as well. So the simple truth of it is just get both. I probably have 15 to 20 Badgers, both Silver Tips, High Mountain, Black Badger, and everything else. And then I only have like 3 or 4 bores, and then the rest are synthetics of various type. And right now, I think I'm sitting at about 67, 68 brushes. Add just one little more bit of water, a couple drops, just to finish this out. And as you can see, the lather for Pannacrema is just phenomenal. And this is definitely, in my opinion, at least a 4 out of 5 on the scent scale, easily, if not a 5 out of 5. And it does stay with you through the entire shave. And lately we haven't been hearing a lot about Brown Razor Works, Brian Brown, but he does a tremendous job on his razors. Probably his most popular was this Ghost Jade, and it's just cool. Okay, here we go. Well, thanks again to those members of the TSC that wished me luck on my state barber exams. We finished those yesterday, and there was 2 parts. There was the written test, which was on a Thursday, and the practical test yesterday. Had to drive back and forth to Phoenix due to Arizona budget cuts. But basically, for the state board exam practical, we had to do a complete gentleman's haircut, which is kind of like what I have. We had to do scalp manipulations. We had to do a full 14-step straight razor shave. Now, there are specific steps that you have to follow to pass the barber exam, and you can only use one hand, your dominant hand. So, and basically the strokes are forward, or free hand, back hand, reverse free hand. And those have to follow a specific set of 14 steps. Then we had to do a rest facial massage, shampoo, and then final styling, aftershave, cold towels, hot towels, and so forth, and all that had to be done specific. So I think I did okay. We have to wait now. We'll probably wait and find out Friday or Saturday, but I think I did okay. But I just wanted to make mention and thank everybody who wished me well. That was very cool. Thank you. There are some things that they are working on at the state level, because right now our state barber license is only reciprocable, I think, in about 26 states. They are working very similar to the concealed weapons carry law to make it reciprocable in all 50 states as long as you meet certain training requirements, which I think is a good idea, because that means that people from outside the state can work here if they move here, and vice versa if we do the same thing. And so that'll be good if that happens. Okay, that's the first pass, and as always, it's wonderful. Another thing that they're doing, excuse me 1 minute. Another thing they're doing in the state of Arizona is they are doing a apprenticeship program now. So a barbershop can hire somebody off the street, put them under a 2-year apprenticeship program, and then they can take their test, or you can still go the traditional way. The difference is you come out as an apprentice barber as opposed to a master barber. I'm not a big fan of that, because any bad habits that the mentor has are going to be passed along to the barber, where going through a traditional school I think is better. But for those people that can't afford the tuition, it makes a lot of sense as long as they're good mentors. The only negative side is that the Arizona State Barber Board is not going to be running that apprenticeship program. It's through the Department of Economic Security. Very large entity, and we'll see how it goes. They still have it was supposed to be in place May of last year, and it still hasn't gotten fully off the board. I think there's like 22 apprentices, but you have to have an approved mentor to do that. So we'll see. I went the traditional route. I think it's a better way to go, and having the master barber certificate, I think, shows that the training that we've had, because we complete 1,500 hours, and in that time, well over 1,000 haircuts and shaves and everything else. So I think that's the better way to go. Anyways, as we did before, we're going to enter the time warp. So we'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, folks, we're back. We've completed the shave, and I do need to say that Eric, once again, you outdid yourself as far as the brush is concerned. It's absolutely tremendous. The loft is perfect. The bulb is perfect. There is absolutely nothing but good news about this brush. So, hopefully we'll be able to do something again for the second anniversary. Got a couple ideas rooting around, but it's a great brush. We'll finish off with the Aqua Velva Sport. And while we're doing this, just a couple of housekeeping items that I want to ensure the members about. And I hope that I'm not over-speaking for my two partners, but I'm going to say it anyway. When I first had the concept of this forum, and I brought on Chad and Chris, there was a common theme, and the theme was integrity. How we treat our members, how we treat our business, how we treat each other, how we make decisions within the forum, have all been on an integrity basis. We talk to each other about everything we do. And there was a thread in the Chambers forum regarding reviews. And I think KJ posted in it, I posted in it. And it's something I think is worth saying to the general membership. We are unlike any other forum, which means that we are open to listening to whatever compliments, bitches, gripes, and everything else that you may have. But at the same time, I want to clarify some points. Yes, I was and have been in the past associated with the Gentleman's Chamber Barbershop. I helped get their retail division up, helped develop some of their soap formulas, as well as Chris assisted us. Two, I am a brand ambassador for Seppo de Ficcio Veracino. Now, all that being said, when I do reviews of shave soaps, razors, soaps, anything like that, rest assured, and this goes for, I think, Chris and Chad as well, the benefit to the member is first and foremost, period. End of story. It does not matter what association we have with any company. And this goes for our vendor artisans, our hobbyists, anything like that. We appreciate everything our vendor artisans do, our artisan retailers. We appreciate everything our hobbyists do. However, rest assured, when we, being the ownership, review a product, we are going to be objective as possible. Now, some people will say that, well, they're sponsoring part of your forum. They're doing this. Yes, they are, but they know up front that our integrity to the membership is first and foremost, period. So as I said in the thread that I put up, I have zero problem if I do not like a specific product, whether that be the fragrance, whether that be the performance, whether that be the price. And I will call that company out on that. And Sapovicio Veracino knows that, hence the reason why they asked me to be an ambassador. And Tim at the Chamber Companies knows that because of the vast experience I have in this realm, that I'm going to do everything I can to be as objective as possible. So I just want everybody to know that we do not play favorites when it comes to reviewing product, and that goes for CBL soaps too. Now, fortunately, we're very lucky, as those three companies I mentioned have fantastic product, and we're very lucky. But it also should be said that when we do reviews, none of the reviews that I've done, anyways, have come with any free product. I've purchased every single one of the products that I have. Now, I will not tell you there wasn't a discount on it, but we have purchased those products. So rest assured that when we do a review, there's no hidden agenda as some forums have that, or some reviewers, because you will see on YouTube, there's a lot of reviewers that will openly advertise, hey, I'll review your products, send me stuff. I have a problem with that because, for instance, when I was in the insurance business, glass companies are known to say, hey, if you use our glass company, we'll send you on a fishing trip. If you send, if you send us your glass customers, we'll give you $150 or free meals for a year. Well, the bottom line is, who pays for that ultimately? You, the consumer. So even in my insurance business, I never took those kickbacks. I never took those rebates. And the same thing is here. I will never review a soap that I have not paid for, because why bring in that extra chance that there's favoritism? So I just want the membership to know that, on behalf of me, Chad, and Chris, that our reviews are objective and they have the best interest of the member at hand, because number one, no matter what, the forum and the members of this forum and the lifeblood of this forum are what our vision is for, and our integrity is paramount. So just want you guys to know that. So enough soapbox stuff. Back to what we were doing. We'll do a little bit of talc from my Menon talc. The shave itself was wonderful today. All the players were fantastic. You may be hearing some wind chimes in the background. We're a little bit windy today. The temperatures are in the low 80s, but it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The wind is keeping the temperatures down a little bit, so we've got all the windows in the house opened up and stuff like that. And then, of course, we will finish with Aqua di Gio. Now, I have not tried their Perfumo yet. That's on my buy list, but from everything that CMH 737 and Smattayu and I think Clyde 72 has said, the stuff is tremendous. So if you like that, you'll love this. So that's definitely on my buy list. Okay, that's Handlebarber Dave's Shaves, Barbershop Shaves at Home. We hope you folks have a wonderful, wonderful day. And if you have any questions on anything, please don't hesitate in getting in touch with us via the Shaving Cadre forum, which is www.theshavingcadre.com. And one last reminder, don't forget that the TSC first annual yard sale is in full swing. There's lots of stuff to get. Please try to take part in that, and that'll go through the 15th. So once again, Shaving Cadre and those of you in YouTube land, thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful Tuesday.